Hey, what's up guys, Saxon Tech here, and I'm here to make a video today, and today is the video about the Airpods Pro 3. So, first things foremost about the Airpods Pro 3. It is significantly small, and believe it or not, this is actually my very first AirPods I ever owned. Yeah, pretty much it. I never really actually owned one before. I never owned the previous models or the other AirPods by itself. I couldn't really get into it because those things wouldn't hurt my ears over time. So I waited to I get some good silicones AirPods. So I finally landed on the Airpods Pro 3. Before I used to have these, I was using the Airpods Pro. I used those headphones and they were pretty good for a while. But now those things are just... it's outdated. So many years passed by, so it's time for an upgrade. So I upgraded to this right here. Weight about 55 grams or 0.2 ounces. It's actually pretty significantly small. It's not that bad whatsoever at all. It's running vertical 1.9 inches, and horizontal you're looking at 2.5 inches. It really is a really compact AirPods, and they're really good. There's just better things to say about it. Is that this actually happens to be really good. I haven't tested any other AirPods because I'm just not purchasing any others, but I have to say that these things are magnificently amazing. I like these a lot, and it's so compact, and it just fits in your pocket, fits in your bag, wherever you want to throw it at. It's there. It's for your convenience that it works on every iPhone devices that you can connect to it. So the noise cancellation lasts you about 8 hours, and transparency is about 10 hours. Now, for my experience on these noise cancellation, I went through so many loud different places, especially like the train, the airport, parties, bars, walking by, and I have to say I cannot for the life of me hear nothing on the outside with the noise cancellation. It's a bit scary but amazing at the exact same time. And the reason why I say it's a bit scary because you could be anywhere and have no clue whatsoever what's happening on your surrounding. Literally, like paramedics could just be driving right by, you can't hear a thing. I was really mind blown that these things are actually really that good and that crazy when it comes to having the noise cancellation turned on. I, for the life of me, cannot put the noise cancellation on these headphones. I will have to leave it as a transparency. There's just no way I will be able to use it. So it'll take about an hour and 41 minutes for it to be completely fully charged from 0 all the way to 100%. And at the same time, it tells you that the AirPods will not be charged unless you actually give it permission when you get the pop-up, and it tells you, would you like me to charge your AirPods as well? It won't run all the juices, so it's like it has like a fail-safe to keep it from draining the battery off the case itself. I've been trying to drain the battery on this case for the longest, and this thing just would not want to die on its own. It takes a while, but you'll get there. If you use a noise cancellation, obviously it suck up more juice on the AirPods itself compared to the transparency. So the Airpods Pro 3 happens to have a nice good sleek to it, as it has a different angle compared to the AirPods 2. I did a little comparison by looking at a previous model, and the angle of it to put it in your ear is slightly different. It has a much more of a different angle. I would say about another 10 degrees inwards towards your ear, so you can have that significantly space for the to fit inside your ear, so it won't fall out. But other than that, like, this thing is just amazing. I really do enjoy having this in my ear as I go out through the day and just walk around, just listen to some music, listen to a podcast, or just a phone call. It sounds very good, like I said before, and I don't regret having my hands on this. So the features that this thing have is a IP57, not 67, but close enough that we're getting there into having better protection in water conditions. But it can submerge underwater but not for too long, but enough to just make sure that you actually are have your AirPods completely safe from falling in the drain of water. But the cool thing is that once you actually have it with the IP57, that it still can get wet, because you can actually go to the gym and you can get wet in the rain outside. Anything can happen, and they will stay very well protected, won't get damaged, which is a great thing to have. The chip is about an H2 chip that gives it a big, deeper base of wider view range, so it can actually really pick up sounds in all sorts of directions on the chip too. That's actually really a cool thing to have. And the sound quality is just completely vivid with vocal clarity. I have to say, to hear the music on this thing, I could tell the difference between my Airpods Pro and these AirPods, and there is a big difference. You can actually really hear the difference between these two, and I have to say, it's completely breathtaking. It really is. Another cool feature that these AirPods have is the heart rate sensor. These two little notches at the very bottom of them, right here, is the heart rate sensor. That's actually pretty cool to have, instead of just having a watch, which is the Apple Watch, that can just determine to detect your heart rate. When you can have this directly in your ears and just bam, it just pops in. You can tell your heart rate just by using these headphones. So in case you don't have an Apple Watch, you got these earbuds, boom, it's in there, and it will tell you where your heart rate is. I never tried to use the live translation. I don't necessarily didn't go in public and try to put the translations to see if it works, because honestly, it really doesn't work like that. I believe you have to have like a one-on-one conversation, and it would translate. And by using the some sort of like a feature, I never really tried. I never really made any suggestions to try to even touch it at all. I just left it as it is, and I'm just enjoying the AirPods as is as I go. It has a nice airflow that it won't fall out, and plus it definitely has a touch to control like the previous models. One time for pause, double time to move go back on the music, triple time to go forward, and to raise the volume, you just got to place it in your ear and then just swipe up. That's raise up the volume, and then bring the volume right back down as well. That's actually a really cool feature to have. And compared to, I believe, the two, you could just swipe it like going towards across your face from back to forward, and then go backwards as well. I find that a pretty cool feature, but I didn't like the way how that felt when I used it before from a friend of mine who let me borrow it. I didn't like the way how that feature worked, but this is actually a whole lot better to use this swipe to go upwards on the AirPod base itself compared to the other way how you do it. I think it's awesome to have the Find My app on these AirPods, so you can just track it and look and be able to know that it's actually not that far away from you. And I do like the fact that the feature that it has, that if you do leave the AirPods, for example, leave it in the car and you step out and go somewhere, it's going to detect you and say, hey, your AirPods are far away. You need to track it to make sure you didn't lose it. So having that Find My feature to find your AirPods is actually really good, and is very accurate. There's no way you can miss it, and you will find it with no problem. And also using the sound play device as well to make sure you can actually locate the AirPods itself. If you ever want to sync these AirPods into a different device that's non-Apple, you just have to double tap right underneath the opening spot, and it'll go up in pairing mode, which like the LED light is actually underneath the glass itself of the case instead of on the outside from the previous models. So having these AirPods in my ear doesn't fall out at all. No matter how many times I try to shake my head into multiple directions, it just stays still. It's not going nowhere. It can just be there all day. But if you do put it there all day, it can hurt you in the ear, on the section of the ear where it's like sticking out a little bit, and it just gets very sensitive, and it's just telling you, like, take these things off. It's been on my ear for just way too long. It's a little bit discomfort, but other than that, it just will not fall out. So you could use this to go to the gym if that's your number one choice to have. If this is the only choice that you have, then you might as well just go ahead and just take this and go to the gym. You won't even need another pair. But if you decide to get yourself another pair, you can. There are other options that you could use that's meant for the gym, overhead, in ear, or on the ear. It's up to you. But like I said, if you don't have any other ones, then just take these and go to the gym, because you don't need to invest in nothing else. It's just going to save you a lot of time and money than to be buying another pair of headphones. I really don't know what else to say about these AirPods other than the fact that these things are they're just too good. It's almost perfect. I have nothing negative to say about it. Other than that, it's just very simple to just install. Like I said, as a matter of fact, I'm sorry, let me take that back. The only negative thing, like I said, I was trying to do was trying to drain the battery as much as I can, because it just took forever. But that's a good sign, because these things will last you for a very while, and you only have to put it to charge it every often. So it's going to be good for you, and it's going to be a great investment to have these things. So yeah, let me know what you think about these AirPods Pro 3. Do you have one on your own? Do you have any other ones? Any alternative? Leave it in the comment section. Let me know what you're using. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. I'm Saxon Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next video.